Okay, so this is the Nikon Bellows. It's got a Nikon PS6. You don't need to look at that, I'll just say. And a Nikon PB-6. So a PS6 and a PB-6. And this is a regular, I think it's a half frame Nikon D3300. And this is the kit lens that came with a different Nikon that's an 18-55. I did get this set up working with this as it is right here with a lamp. This is an incandescent bulb, and I just had it blasting straight into this little diffuser guy on the PS6. And I found that there is a little bellows right here that's meant to clamp onto the front of the lens, but I tried it kind of like just taped here and then also back in, and it did make a difference. One thing that I learned was this little guy right here. There's one real similar on the other side. You kind of got to pull it out, and what that'll do is it'll open the aperture to the maximum brightness, so the largest hole, which makes the focus as shallow as it can be. And once you get that focus perfect, then I found that the colors come through a little bit better. When I dialed the aperture back down, lock this little guy in again, and again I'm doing the same thing on the other side. There's two of these, and then just make the exposure longer, so like a second or whatever happens to be a longer exposure to keep the levels right. And the colors were a little bit better, so I tried both of those. The camera is in manual mode, and I just you can't do the aperture at all because that's locked in up here, but I would change the shutter speed depending on the exposure amount for all these irritating slides from the 70s from my folks. So that's worked out well. Now let me show you kind of how this thing kind of comes apart here. So there's this button right here, pretty standard, and you just turn the lens, hold that button and turn the lens. Off she comes, like that. This part's a little bit of a trick, getting the actual big camera off. There's this little guy right here is the real kicker. So what'll happen here is you hold this thing, which turns the whole camera, and it's not coming out of the bayonet at all, up to vertical mode. Click, that clicks in. And then once it's there, you can do the regular release, which is right down in here, and you can get that going and turn and pull your camera right on off. So that's what it looks like when it's taken apart. And that worked. There was a little bit of cropping that happened on the slide, and I'll post that too.